Hey everybody, this is Craig from 9V Games, and today I'm going to do a review for Wolfenstein: The New Order. And before I do this review, I should tell you that in high school, my two strong suits were literature and world history. This is what I got the best grades in. So if you're going to do an alternate history, of course I'm going to be all about it. So that's why I always liked Wolfenstein, because it takes place during, the Holocaust, World War II, which is my favorite part of world history. That sounds terrible when I say it. I don't mean it like that. My favorite part was a bunch of Jews dying. No, my favorite part of history to study was World War II and Nazism, everything that has to go with it. And that's why I really like Wolfenstein. Most of the time it gives you a chance to shoot Hitler in the face, whether he's mechanical or not. But anyways, Wolfenstein, this version of it, New Order, it's got a lot of alternate history. Whereas the other ones, you're playing during World War II. This one, you're playing after World War II has already ended. So, without giving away too much of the story, I'll just say that the premise is they had advanced technology from, you find out within the story, and they got their hands on an atomic bomb, and through advanced technology they took over Europe, and then they dropped an atomic bomb on America, and America ended up surrendering. So, Germany owns the whole fucking world. It's all Naziville. And there's enough wealth of alternate history journalism to make me pop a little historian boner. And that's one aspect of the game I like. The other one is it's first-person shooter, and someone like Warren Spector. This one, I would love to point this out. Warren Spector last year, you know who that guy is. Warren Spector last year said, when they were showing off Wolfenstein, basically said, who wants another Wolfenstein? Who asked for another one? Oh, people like me. Now, I kind of understand what he says with that, because first-person shooters are fucking everywhere. Thanks to, Halos, your Call of Duties, and, well, the godfather of what started it in, being huge was GoldenEye. But what sets this apart from other first-person shooters is no multiplayer, and that was what I feel is the strongest suit of this game, is that there's no multiplayer. It means that 100% of the focus went into the single-player experience. So you'd be hard-pressed to play this game as just a fan of gaming and not find at least one thing you liked in it. On top of that, it took me about 8 hours to figure out that there's a guy in your crew who's actually Jimi Hendrix. It took me to the part where you actually take acid in the game and watch him play guitar, and then I was like, oh, that's alternative history Jimi Hendrix. But let's talk about the actual gameplay mechanics, since I don't want to talk to you about the story, because I do think the story is one of the strongest suits, and I don't want to ruin it for people. First off, how's the graphics? Normally I say graphics not important, but this is id Tech 5, and I think it's good use of it. However, when I explain it to people, I say that the graphics are awesome when you're hold on a second. Hold on. Dog barking. Anyways, like I was saying, the graphics are great when you're moving fast. However, if you are doing everything in the game and you are slowing down, you might see some things that are mismatched. Like, take this for example. From a distance, I mean, it looks like it's got some smudge on it. The railings look great. And then you get onto it, and you'll notice that it's like PS1 style. Insert snarky PC comments here, please. But there's a couple things I noticed, like in your base of operations, it's your centralized hub between missions. You go to this base. That's all I'll say what it is. And you look on the kitchen table, and there's plates and stuff that are in 3D. There's rugs on the floor that are a separate item to the floor, and then all of a sudden you walk by the kitchen table, you stop and you look, and you notice that the forks and stuff are like painted on the table. It's just simple things like that I kind of look at and I'm like, But then again, I'm trying to do everything in the game, so one of the missions was to look around this base for certain items, and I just couldn't help but stop and stare at that, and that's just being nitpicky. The other thing I don't like about this game is not I don't like about it, it's a discrepancy I have, and it's with history. Frau Engel is a character in this game. She's a bad bitch. she's the bad lady of the game, sort of like mid-boss style. What happens to her is pretty cool. She has a, very obviously flamboyant gay man in tow with her as her like little sidekick. The gay part doesn't bother me. What I'm saying is that historically, with this whole, with the whole Nazi views, you figure that they wouldn't keep gay people around. Do you know what I'm saying? I know this sounds horrible. I don't have any other way to say it. It just, the history buff in me would take it back and be like, he wouldn't be there. I don't know. And it's especially, it goes double for me because she runs a forced labor camp that she is, you know, adamant about. You are impure. That's why you're here. So do you understand? It doesn't have to do with the gay aspect. It just has to do with the history aspect. I shouldn't even brought that up. But anyways, the controls are tight. I like them. I haven't had any game-breaking bugs. I haven't had any graphical glitches. I just started this section, so you can dual-wield guns. You can dual-wield sniper rifles, machine guns, shotguns. You can dual-wield knives if you have two. I have this, which is your laser gun. Oh, that helps me cut lasers. That's where it becomes a gun. And that gun gets upgraded as you play. You know, you got your dual handguns. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, those machine guns. Let's do this. I'm doing an underwater. Hold on. Sorry. I'm doing an underwater mission right now. There's really nothing to be killed here. I'm going to do a lot of gameplay in terms of, like, I want to stream it to do gameplay, so if you want to see that. But really, if you look this game up online, all you're going to find is gameplay of Nazis being shot in the face. I just want to see if I can find one enemy and shoot him in the face. Ha. I don't think there's any enemies in here. Shiny. Alright, armor. There has to be an enemy around here. I just want to shoot someone in the face. Ugh. Alright. Well, I'm going to be streaming the game, like I said. Gameplay is great. The combat is brutal. Like, if you mess up or you're being sloppy, you will die. And I think that's what I like about it. Obviously, it has your difficulty settings, but it pretty much is that. If you get caught with your pants down, you're going to die. So, having good tactics in the game will help you out. It's not Game of the Year by any means, and it's not like, oh my god, this is a great representation of next-gen technology. It's not that either. But I think that for a single-player first-person shooter, it's great. For a Wolfenstein game, it's the best. For an id game, it's fantastic, and you can definitely tell the production values were up from the last one because this is under Bethesda. So I give kudos to that, and kudos to Machine Games for carrying on a legacy and doing a great job with it. So, guys, get out there and play that. I'm going to start streaming this, by the way, probably starting Monday night. So if you want to see some brutal action, please tune in to my Twitch channel, Nightwolf Games. Thank you guys for watching.